Hello friend and welcome back once again to Decisive Campaigns, Ardennes Offensive, with another bonus episode brought to you by my Patreon supporter, Pumnorao. And with that said, let's continue here. That's interesting. They've slightly less than us now. Fine. We're on our way to Bastogne, although it's still a ways off, I suppose. Let's get that minimap. This is both part of 20th Infantry Division, 206th Tank Destroyer Battalion, huh? Unfortunately, I cannot use this Kampfgruppe Kaufmann to get additional movement. Sadly. If I give the Kampfgruppe Valois speed card, we know there's nothing along this here route. Don't try this at home, kids. Wait, that's nice. Don't know what they have here, but Wiltz is a 5-point hex. Having captured that, it's actually this thing. It's funny that the game doesn't actually show it here, since it's mine. Maybe it'll do that later. At any rate, I'm on their major supply base, and let's see. They haven't been able to deplete it, I think. Yeah, 12,000. But we will, and then we'll use it as a regular supply base. If I give the 901th or 901st, sorry, Pence Grenadier Regiment, I can't give them speed cards anymore, of course. Right. That's certainly right. Ideally, at the very least, I'll move the tanks along that road. And the armored formation, or the, shit. See, there's already a problem with moving along this road. These guys can already not do it now. These guys are not super powerful. Like, it's not great, but I had hoped to at least indeed see what's on this side of the river, which they do seem to have a couple of forces there. I'll have to bypass these guys, so the 707th Tank Battalion, for example. I mean, just moving along the path. Yeah, the thing is, these guys are still in march mode, even these. Luckily, I can take them off of march mode while I'm there. Now that I've moved. That's not necessarily something that I want to do with these units. I don't think these guys will really be able to get up into this area. I mean, maybe. The thing is that if I... Yeah, okay, so I was thinking about moving the Panzerjägers forward, but they have a unit there apparently anyway. So I couldn't have done that. It's a good thing I see it now. I mean, if this is the best route for them now, I guess I'll take that. Which is rather unfortunate. There also does seem to be another unit in here. I guess it's technically encircled by now. But these guys are going to move down. They have to deal with it. This is all artillery. Those are in combat mode, that's why also they're slower, I guess. Moving along this road is now undoable. But I'll move along the artillery and I'll keep the Panzer Pioneer uptiling there as well. They're too far away. I should have moved them earlier. This penal battalion. Kind of weird. I also have this Ost battalion. Which also just, you know, can't really do a whole lot. I already did move that, okay. Let's go back to these down here. Alright, so gotten into wilts. No need to attack. Or move them. I still have these. The question is whether I want to move them through down here. It doesn't particularly help me that much either which way to move them like that. Well, there's parts of the 26th Volksrepublik Division there too. So now we're up to 2nd Panzer. I need to see what's in the city. There's no reason for me to get these guys down here. That doesn't help me at all. So... I also need to take a look at which units might potentially have a chance to attack through here. This is a movement of 45. I also have nothing up in here. currently. These guys gonna move. Yeah. I have to try and get around these guys too. That would be ideal, but it seems to be pretty hard. Because if I can cut off these parts of the 20th Infantry Division, again, that will help me quite a bit. This is the 5th US Ranger Battalion. Oh, no, it actually, it seems to be under my control, alright. But I cannot use heavy artillery, or at the very least I need to try and use as little heavy artillery as possible here. Need to take a look as to which units are mortar units. Which is actually none of those. You can attack, and you can't. Now you can. Right, let's use only Nibelware first. Not a great attack, despite what you might think. At least it capitulated as well. They cannot move anymore, but now at least I... can move forward, and it does seem like that's cut off as well. Interesting. I'm fairly happy getting to this road because it's a major road, or the best kind of road that you can have, one of the large roads. In that sense, Bastogne is indeed a major road hub. You can see here that it basically gets roads, or whatever, probably highways or something, from all of these locations. So it's, in that sense, it is actually a good supply up, and very gladly I will get to this road and then start moving down along that major road, because they'll be quite useful there. What I could do is I could go down here, at least along this dirt road, try to catch up there. I might use some forces for that, since I cannot get everything up there anyway. But I have to take a look here too, because I do need to finish those guys off as well. Ah, shit. And I cannot get as many units as I might want there. I'm gonna blast these guys though. I want to get rid of these guys as soon as possible, so I do need to weaken them as well, and hope that I get to attack them pretty soon. Now that these guys are quite a bit weaker, at the very least we got that going. One thing that I might do... is just use these motorized parts of 2nd Panzer to finish these guys off on the next turn. While I keep moving, also with the Pioneers. Since pioneers can move quite a bit, that's pretty useful. And let's also move that. Getting up in here now is not that bad, as long as I get to keep moving soon. Ideally, I'll be able to strike down. These guys are not particularly powerful necessarily. I get to move down while these guys are moving up, link up at Bastogne, and encircle whatever other forces the allies have in this centerpiece, allowing me to continue along forward. Ah, shit. I also need to get these guys on the road. Ideally to Houvelis, but the thing is that if I leave this road, there are only bad roads from here leading to the city. They're only dirt. I could go up and then down, get to Houvelis from the rear. That's a thing. But to be honest, I'm also not quite sure how great that is supposed to be. Having some of those guys in March mode does not make sense anymore, most likely. I think they're dead. Good. That means it doesn't cost me any movement of my other units to finish them off. Kind of sad for moving these then, but... I mean, how difficult should it be indeed to finish that off? I wouldn't think that it cost that much. What? So if I don't see the unit in full, I supposedly cannot kill it. That seems to be what's going on there. I also don't think giving these guys additional recon will reveal it. It doesn't. It was worth a try. Stuff like AA battalions are also naturally not very powerful. Wow. Oh, they also had artillery fire coming in. I mean, at that point I have to face that I cannot beat the armored artillery battalion this turn. That much is clear. That's a weird way of going about it, but it does show also that you need now going along that path is not particularly something that my units enjoy. Let's take a look. Team Jackson. They have a lot of tanks. 1 to 13, 1 to 2, 1 to 1. Even if I attack with everything, it doesn't really get a whole lot better. Weirdly enough, indeed, there's also this unit there. I'll have to prevent them from moving about. Not sure what it is. The game sometimes have very weird claims as to what my territory will be. That's not a particularly great attack. Alright, so I do know about these. Not too great. So, I guess here, how risky do you want to make it? I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that there aren't that many units up there. Does make it a bit tricky in a sense, but we'll be fine. All right, let's just continue from bottom to up there. I should not have done that, but now I can no longer take it back. Let's see. Nice. $14, $15. Attacking artillery is almost always a good idea. We'll use all of that artillery there. After all, as for these guys, they do need to be seriously weakened. Attack from all sides, killing them. Very good. Ideally, I would get onto the good road, but well, I do have 13th. If I give them extra speed, maybe that will get them over. Maybe. It does. Well, I don't need a ranged attack there, but it is good to be able to get them across. There's very likely nothing there, but I still kind of want to see. That's most of the artillery. And these. Next. This recon squadron is a bit of a problem. But I'm not fooled, obviously. There's going to be a unit in there. It's rather unfortunate I cannot both indeed put a recon and an attack art. Like, the fact that I cannot see what's in the city is a real problem. It's gonna be very difficult even to get to Ettelbrook here this way. One thing I could do is attack the recon squadron for now. But I don't really feel like it's going to be that useful. We'll see. It wasn't that bad. They lost some. Ten to 1, eh? So now we know it's in there. There were actually 2 units. Oh, the recon squadron got pushed back. Okay. And we still don't have a clue. We'll do this. Because ultimately I think these odds, which are like 5 or 6 to 1, are pretty decent. And I guess next turn I'll be trying to take Die Kirche out there. Oh. Wow. Didn't help. For fuck's sake. I should have moved it up though. And with this bridge being repaired, I'll get them there. Still can't fucking see. Unbelievable. Wow. Well, I still want to take the city to encircle those units, so I know this doesn't look too great like this. Yeah. It didn't go too bad. I know it's kind of weird to be using these guys to hold those units, but I do still think that might be for the better. Crud. Okay. Fuck this. Okay. That means that you're actually surrounded. Wow. Really? There's a whole lot of units down there. Okay. Again, the visibility is absolutely abysmal. So I have no clue what I did. Apparently not that much. But wow. I have to say, the AI is out there in very numerous numbers. This is not going very smoothly, I have to say. This operation is not going very well. Yeah, it's useless. The Americans are stopping me stone cold in multiple regions, like almost from the get-go. But the likelihood that I'll be able to do anything meaningful. I mean, it's on a 7-1. If I give them tank drive, which should be one of the best things I can do for them, I wonder if I'll be able to take it. Plus 60% attack. I did get there. That's interesting. Right. Well, I'll leave it on that note. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please do consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. A special shout out to all my Patreon supporters who helped me making this video by supporting me financially as well. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.